Alright, so we going live with this one. Check it out. The Bible is based on astronomy. The story of Jesus is based on the story of Heru. H-E-R-U. Heru. Heru of Kemet. Jesus and Christ are to be separated. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Jesus represents the Son of the universe, but we'll say God. Jesus represents the Son of God, the S-U-N of God. Christ is but a consciousness. That's all it is, just a consciousness. So a few examples of that would be Marcus Garvey, MLK, Gandhi, even Elijah Muhammad. Prophets, just a consciousness. So Jesus represents the Son of God. The 12 disciples represent the 12 zodiac signs. So we'll just start here. The story of Abraham. Abraham represents the age of the ram, which is the age of Aries, right? As you continue to go forward, you'll come to the story of Moses. When Moses went to the top of the mountains and he came back down, the people were worshiping what? The golden calf, which is the bull, which represents the age of Taurus. Continue to go forward. You'll come to the story of Jesus. Jesus talked a lot about what? Fish, which represents what? Pisces, the age of Pisces. Continue to move forward. When it was time for Jesus to hand himself over, the disciples came to him and said, where should we go? He said, go to the next town over and look for the man bearing a pitcher of water. It represents what? The water barrier, the age of Aquarius. Now, Jesus said, I will be with you until the end of the age. So now let's separate the ages. Let's talk about the age of Pisces. The age of Pisces is the age where you took everything for face value. You didn't have a way to cross-examine anything. It wasn't what we have now. So you just took it. This is why I don't debate with people that are like 50 years and older. Because I understand the Bible is all you had. And you believe what you were told to believe. So I get it. You get a pass. Now let's talk about the age of Aquarius, which is where we are now. The age of Aquarius represents the age of information. This is why they say Christ is returning. Christ has returned. We're waking up. This is the age of consciousness. So we've experienced the paradigm shift, right? Right. I see you, Bridget. Right. So we've experienced the paradigm shift. Back in 2012 is when we exited the age of Pisces and we've entered into the age of Aquarius. This is why I tell people that if you have any children that were born between like the end of 2012 up until now, you have extraterrestrial babies. They have an extraterrestrial energy, the return of the ancestors. These children are so in tune that the powers that be are so, I can honestly say, scared. They are terrified because these are not just normal babies. Make sure that you start watching your children. Don't allow them to get vaccinated. This is the reason why you see vaccines at its all-time high. This is why you see the chemtrails. They're doing everything to dumb down our children, especially these new babies, because they are so more in tune with the spiritual realm of things. They're so much more in tune. So you got these powers that be, they try to interfere with our dreaming. They got the heart trying to control the weather. They got different things to where they're trying to affect our level of consciousness. Even from the food that we eat, the chemtrails in the air that reverse the sun rays so that they deflect. They don't shine the way that they need to. Why? Because non-melanated people are truly being affected by this, more so than us. What the sun does for us is it gives us information. This is where we receive our information from. This is why they say we are children of the sun. We really are children of the sun. This is the importance of sunbathing. This is the importance of moon gazing. This is the importance of really understanding the constellations and what they mean. Even if you want to refer back to the birth of Jesus and it talks about the three kings. You see the three kings every time you go outside and you look at the stars. It's the three stars. I know you've seen them. Even when you talk about the brightest star in the sky, the Sirius sky, Everything is based on constellation. So people talk about prophecy and they really think it's prophecy. But what you have to understand is it tells you that nothing new goes on under the sun for real. Our ancestors have been studying astronomy since the beginning of time. The three kings have always been there. The same stars that you see when you go out there, you see those 12 constellations in the sky, from the Virgo constellations to the Libra, to the Leo, to everything. All of the constellations are already there. The only thing that they did was they just wrote about them and they gave them a story. Even if you go back to Kemet, like, people really think that people walked around with bird heads, human bodies, and that there are people like us that actually believe that. We know that's not true. We know that's not literal. So people got to stop taking the Bible literal. Don't take Kemet so literal the way you actually believe that. These things represent different energies. They represent different energies. So this is why we talk about the power of meditation. Meditate more, because this is the best time to actually get into meditation if you've never gotten into it before. This is the best time to change your diet if you've never thought about changing your diet before. Alkaline your water. It's very important that you do that. We are so in tune as melanated people, you have no idea how much they envy us. They want to take us out, and they're doing everything that they can to take us out because we're so connected. I'm going to tell you something. When they say that the return of Christ is coming, that Jesus is coming back, the return of Christ, all shall witness it, I don't give a damn if you agree with the teachings of Kemet or not. You are not going to tell me that if you look to the left, if you look to the right, it don't seem like people just waking up all of a sudden. I know dope boys that you couldn't get to read a book in prison. Understand what I'm saying? And they waking up. This ain't no coincidence. We waking up. So what I'm telling you is, if you having like a certain urge to where you're just becoming more in tune and you want to surround yourself around more consciousness, and you're tired of having the same old conversations, hanging out at the same places, it's because you've been chosen by the ancestors. Continue to sunbathe. Make sure you stay in tune. Stop vaccinating your babies, because now the vaccines are actually giving babies autism. Not necessarily saying they ain't been doing that, but they making it their business to do that now. Straight up. They making it their business to do that now. They trying to keep us from connecting with each other. They're trying to keep us dumbed down. Every shape, form, or fashion. Y'all gotta wake up, man. This shit is for real. This ain't just no conspiracy. For real. Anybody that knew me like 3 years ago know that I've always been sharp, but you never heard me talk like this. When I tell you I literally went to sleep one night and woke up on this shit, straight up. The first thing that I got into was quantum mechanics, quantum physics, Kundalini yoga. And if you really want to know more about the teachings of the Christ, look into Kundalini yoga. That's going to help you understand your chakras. Straight up. You want to manifest heaven? Look into Kundalini yoga. Understand your chakras. Become more in tune with your own powers. We are gods, and I'm telling you this. I can't express this to you enough. We really are gods. What a man thinketh, so it shall be. You manifest your own. This is why I tell you, start thinking positive and stop thinking negative. Stop hanging out with people that's only going to depress you or suppress you, because people really don't want to see you do well, especially when you appear to be doing better than them. So guess what? It tells you, even in the Bible, if you got to separate yourself from your family, a new family will be added unto you. Shout out to the super conscious community, because I done been disowned by most of the members in my family. Straight up. Because I decided to wake up and I decided to make these videos and educate my people. I'm passionate about this shit for real. So I'm telling you, the Bible itself, heliobiblios, means sun book. It is not to be taken literal. If you take that book literal, you're going to find yourself lost. This is why they call you children of God, because they want you to remain a child in the mind. This is why they say that you're a baby in Christ, because it's a play on words. They want to keep you in an infant-like mindset. But the truth of the matter is, you really are children of the sun. We are really made of stardust. So y'all got to wake up. You've been bamboozled for too long. I'm telling you information I know I ain't supposed to be telling you. Straight up. I know y'all be sharing my videos, and I really appreciate that. And so I wanted to come live with this one, because I knew that this one right here was going to be a little bit longer than the rest of them. And I ain't really want to tire you out and bore you. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. But hopefully, I done answered a lot of questions that you may have had. I look forward to seeing y'all on the other side so that we can really build in real time. We still got a lot going on in regards to what we need to get done in the physical, because as much as it is spiritual, it's also physical. This is also a physical war. So we still need to unite. We still need to talk about creating black businesses, a new black Wall Street, redistributing economic wealth into our communities, building up our sisters, building up our children, setting aside our egos. Men, we need to come together for real, because our queens have always been ready to ride. They ride with you for the wrong cause. They ride with you for the right reason. It's women at home right now wait for their men to get out of jail, knowing that their man is the reason why they was in jail to begin with. So it is what it is. Brothers, we gotta wake up. Sisters, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Look, sunbathe, moon gaze, do all that. Love your babies, but definitely pay extra special attention. If you got nieces and nephews, sons and daughters that were born after 2012, you got something special. Don't let them vaccinate your babies. Don't let them take your babies. You got something special. So, as always, shout out to everybody letting them drop the comment, from Bridget to Darius, to everybody else that just tuned in. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you didn't catch me live, go back and watch the video. Let me know what you think about it. Let's keep building. We nation building, waking people up. That's all it's about. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm out.